Well, the weather lately has added to many things, and to be precautious about this month. Chris Babin with the Acadiana Better Business Bureau is here to share some tips on how you can weatherize your winter life. That's almost a tongue twister there, Chris,
exactly.
But it's an important one, right?
Yeah. You know, it's kind of the talk of the town. We'll say everybody's talking about the freezing weather that's coming, and it's not something we experience all the time. So I even had a coworker come up. She said, "What do I need to do with my car? I don't really know what I should do." And I said, well, first, definitely don't pour hot water on the frozen windshield because it'll break it. Exactly. But a lot of people own homes. Maybe you're not even if you're renting an apartment, you still want to take some precautions to make sure that pipes don't bust, things don't happen to your stuff. Pipes and faucets outside, you want to make sure and cover them for sure. We've got a whole article on BBB.org with a bunch of tips. And we want to remind people too, because we don't deal with this all the time, certain plants can't deal with that kind of weather. They might die on you in the next couple weeks if you leave them out there. And especially, can't mention enough, pets. Even if you have an outside animal, when it gets down into the teens, 20s, that's cold for us. It's definitely cold for your animals as well.
And this is something that most folks might not connect with the Better Business Bureau. You guys, of course, keep us safe from all of the con artists and scams and things like that out there. Yeah. But safety all around is something that you provide. So this is a good resource available. Yeah. How do folks get their hands on your tips?
So anything community oriented, customer service wise, consumer, educational. We have a huge community of great businesses out there. We are a lot of times getting content from them. What can we get from you to help out in the community? And that's the content that we're sharing. So if you go to BBB.org, we've got a consumer resources page, business resources page, a whole bunch of information on there. We're always trying to stay relevant, make sure we're keeping up with what's going on. So knowing that freezing weather, that's why we want to make sure people are checking out those weatherizing tips.
And the tips are so important. And again, I love you guys, the saying, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. Yeah. Sure, there are people out there looking to take advantage of folks who are trying to take care of their home and property in these freezing temperatures, and they'll pop their heads in, but you've got to, of course, be very cautious and aware.
Yeah, be vigilant. They're following the headlines too. They know the weather's coming. They may be posting an ad online for a real cheap generator should you need that, or maybe some space heaters for the house at a price you would never find. You never know where scammers are lurking, so if it sounds too good to be true, that's great that you mentioned that, Darla. It probably is. We've been saying that for a long time. So make sure if any red flags go up and while you're looking into something, definitely take a closer look before you give somebody money or personal information.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
As always.